give a big and we're filming. All right. Let's give a big round of applause for your next com. You guys are going to love him. Nick James. Woo!
Hello, everybody. My name's Nick James. It's like Rick James, but without any soul. I thought I'd come up here and be honest with y'all. I like to do drugs. I think people should do them more recreationally. They're not just for addicts anymore. In particular, I like to do acid. I think people should do it like at least 100 times. It has no real side effects, or at least none that I really care about. I did notice one though. One Halloween, I dressed up as a leprechaun, and I fell asleep when I was fried, and I woke up with an Irish accent. So if it comes out, don't be scared. I'm not really Irish. In high school, when I was younger, I used to wear this hat all the time, and I used to get in trouble for it. Teachers, authority figures would come up to me and go, "What is wrong with you? You some sort of drug addict? You somewhere like ass freak? Why are you wearing that hat?" And to get back at them, because I always thought they were harassing me, it was all, "Man, you're pretty heartless. My friends went to Columbine, and this is in tribute to them, Littleton School District. I'm a year away from college, and I really want to go to the University of Lower South Dakota. I'm a huge Beatles fan, man. Have been my whole life. And this is tribute to the greatest song they ever wrote, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And I was raised in New Orleans, don't you know? And my dad worked for the Louisiana State Department. Plus, I just love Southern Dykes. But in no way does it mean lysergic acid diethylamine. I don't even know what that is. Well, to be honest, I know what it is. I was never raised in New Orleans. I was raised in New Mexico. It's a great state. You know, we drop atomic bombs there all the time. We've got aliens running around from Roswell, and we have the most beautiful sunsets, especially at dusk when you look over the horizon and you see one or two mushroom clouds, a couple UFOs, saucers flying above, with the blues, the purples, the violets mixing with the radiation. It's truly a beautiful sight, especially if you're on mushrooms. But the problem with living in New Mexico is that a lot of people outside of the state, especially back east, they don't know it's part of the Union. They just think it's part of Mexico. And that pisses me off, because how do you not know your geography? How do you not know like all 50 states? This is a country, learn what's in it. And I think part of the problem is that there's only 3 new states, New Mexico, New Hampshire, and New York. New Jersey. Oh, I forgot about that one. Well, I guess I'm the moron. But if you think about it, what is New York? What is York? That sounds like something that comes out of an egg. And Hampshire, that's the Shire of Ham. That is the town of Ham. Why would you name a state that? But Mexico, it sounds like when the English got here, they were just really hungry. So they named everything off of breakfast food. But Mexico is a huge country, so people just must think it's just part of it. You know, the same people that think New Mexico is part of Mexico are the same people that think New England is part of England. So I thought of a way to make us recognize part of the Union, because we are. You know, bring New Mexico into the digital age. Everything is 0.0 now. So I thought we'd change the name to Mexico 2.0. Now, I thought of some slogans. Submit to the tourist board, see what you guys think for the first one, for Mexico 2.0. It's like Mexico, but without any Mexicans. And the second one I thought, for Mexico 2.0, now in English. Now, when I'm not doing stand-up or drugs, for that matter, I go to school here at PCC, this campus. I'm taking journalism, and my teacher, one thing he taught me was to investigate stories that aren't being covered by the media. And I started thinking of this one. Soon I met this wise man who went hiding afterwards. He told me that if potatoes had arms and legs, they would take over the entire world with their millions of eyes showing them the way hell. Well, that one didn't work. I started investigating even further, and you know what I found out? They're evil. They killed JFK. Did you know that? No Oswald, no government conspiracy. Potatoes. That's why there's nobody on the grassy knoll, because there's a potato with a potato gun. But not one that you typically think, you know, you put a potato in the gun and you shoot it. They don't believe in suicide bombers, but they do believe in magic. So Kennedy was killed by the magic bullet. It's crazy stuff. And I started, it's true, I found out about Idaho. Idaho's weird. It's not a word. What is Idaho? That's not a word, but it's a code. It's a secret code, and I deciphered it. All you have to do is say the state name really slow, and this message comes out. It's freaky. So I'll do it for you guys. Listen. I knew that potatoes are really evil. I see your faces. You saw it. You heard it. That's crazy. Every time I do that, it happens. Man. When you go home tonight, try it out with your friends. I'm sure you won't get the same response. Now, this brings me to the true spuds of Satan, the most evil, demonic, George W.-like creatures in existence, the Bonnie and Clyde of spuds, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. If you think about him just wrong, you take off, you rearrange his whole face, which is just freak in itself. But what's worse is when you're done playing with him, you take off his face and you shove it up his ass. And then, when you want to play with him some more, you reach your hand up his ass and you pull out his face. Now, it makes me wonder, like, you know, when chicks say that they have to use the restroom to go put on their face. Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was doing. A memento moment. I don't have good short-term memory, don't you know? I got this cell phone. Actually, I got to undo my jacket. You know, I've had it for like 3 years, but I haven't hooked it up, so I can only call one number, the Sprint customer service line. I love calling them. Like, they come up, and first thing is, well, thank you for calling Sprint. How may I help you? And they go, well, what did you have in mind? And then I keep talking to him until I get him to say, well, so, how's your day? And then I go, wow, let me tell you. I was having this dream that I was teabagging this chick. But when I woke up, my dog was licking my balls. Man, I gotta stop putting peanut butter on them when I go to bed. No, seriously, I don't have a dog, I got a cat, but I wouldn't try it with him. His tongue's just too sandpaper. It won't feel good. The real reason I got the phone was so I can walk down the street talking to myself and not look crazy, but important. I love when someone gets within earshot and I just go, wrecked him, damn near killed him. Look, I don't think your dad's evil just because he eats babies. Sure, they're tender, but does anybody really care about orphans? Thank you. You guys have been great. I'm Nick James. Enjoy the rest of the show.